everyday makeup routine video. So I'm going to show you how to create this look. I kind of go for this one most days, like a pinky purple with just pinky lips. It just is easy to do and very simple. I'm not a makeup artist, but this is kind of my go-to look. Also, some notes. Let's talk. Firstly, obviously my hair is different, and this has prompted me to create a new everyday makeup look, because I used to wear loads of brown shades, but they make my hair look more yellow than it should be, so now I've had to switch to like cooler tones and pinks and purples and silvers. So this is why this video is kind of taking a little while, because I actually had to rework out what my everyday makeup is. But now I'm quite happy with it. I really like the purples with this colour hair. And then second of all, I'm in a new setting because I have come home for summer. This is my home room, and once I've kind of finished sorting it all out, and I'm actually redecorating it with like a silver and metals theme. So once I've done that, I will do a room tour, but I'm not sure how long that's going to take because I actually plan on wallpapering one of the walls. So yeah, that could be a long time away, but it may come soon. Yeah, so as I said, this is the makeup look I'm creating in this video. I'm not a makeup artist and I don't claim to be. This is just how I do my makeup, and if you enjoy it, it's really easy to do, because if I can do it, you can do it as well. And yeah, I just really like this look. It's quite glowy, and there's loads of ways you can adapt it for if you don't like as much contour, if you don't like as much highlight, or etc, etc. And I'll link all the products that I've used down below in the comments. And yeah, let's get into the makeup tutorial. So first things first, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base. I'm just going to apply that all over my face using my finger. Also, I like looking this way. That's where I've put the mirror. So obviously keep looking that way, that's why. Then next up, I'm going to go and mix the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Foundation in 10 Porcelain with the normal Infallible 24 Hours in Vanilla, which is 120, because my shade is kind of like somewhere in between the middle. Just mix this on the back of my hand using a Real Techniques pointed foundation brush, just to like mix it together, get an even colour, and then apply it to my face. I just kind of apply it quite randomly first of all, because then I go in with a beauty blender to fully blend it out. It's quite difficult as well with this colour hair, being very careful not to get it in my hair, because obviously if I get foundation in my hair, it makes my hair look orange and not like almost white blonde. I've kind of just, it's not very neat, I've just applied it to my face, and we're going to go in now with an expert face brush from Real Techniques and kind of like buff it around a bit more. And I'm also blending it down my neck a bit, just so that it's more blended and you don't have that really harsh line that no one wants. Okay, so I've blended with that brush, and now I'm just going to kind of finish off blending with a beauty blender. This isn't a real beauty blender, it's actually just from Primark, and honestly it works exactly the same, so you might as well just save your money and go to Primark. This one I think was £1.50. So we've got our foundation on. Next, these look so scratchy just because I have actually broken them and the lids have fallen off. But these are the MUA Pro Base Prime and Concealers in 2 different colours. I've got the peach and the yellow, and these are like colour correcting, so I just with my finger go around the pan and like dab it under my eyes, just to add like a little bit of colour correction before I go in with my that one I use the Maybelline Master Sculpt, and this is kind of like a highlighting and bronzing duo, but I just use the bronzer side. And again, apply that to the same bit of your face. And some people might want to leave it there. I don't. I want to go even more, but you could even leave it after the honey bronze. Then I go in with NARS Laguna bronzer and kind of like really concentrate on the cheekbones of it. Bronzer and contouring is done. Then I get my blush brush from Real Techniques. All the brushes I kind of use that on a daily basis are mainly Real Techniques. And then I'm going to take the blush from Sleek in the shade Antique 142. And that's this shade. And it's just a really nice kind of like mauvey shade. Then I'm going to take my Real Techniques fan brush and the NARS Albatross highlighter, which, oh my days, if you've not seen it, it's the most gorgeous highlight ever. I just kind of like swoosh my brush in it and tap a bit off and then apply it to my cheeks, and look how glowy it is. Oh, I love it. Apply it to my cheeks, down my nose, my cupid's bow, and then also I do it under my eyebrows and in a little arch on my eyes just to lighten and brighten a bit up. Now for the eyebrows, I actually use on a daily basis the Naked on the Run palette, which I know it's an eyeshadow palette, but I don't really care. And I use the two matte shades kind of mixed together, which are Fix and Dare. And I just kind of like use an angled brush. This angled brush is from Barry M actually. And I just kind of use so we've applied my eyebrows, and then I like to set them with just a brow mascara. At the moment I've got the MUA one in Fair, and just kind of go over the eyebrows, set them in place. Then it's onto the eyes. So I've got It's About Prime from Soap and Glory, and just apply that as an eyeshadow primer just so that everything stays in place a bit longer throughout the day. Then for this look I'm actually going to use the Naked 3 palette, just because I think the kind of cool tone pinks look really nice with this colour hair. For the highlight of the brow bone and the inner corner, I'm going to be using the shades Strange and Dust, which are the first two shades in this palette, and I just kind of like mix them together and then just apply it under the brow bone for like really nice little highlight. And I also apply that in the inner corner. Then I'm going to take a more dense shadow brush, so I usually go for tutorial. If you liked it, make sure you comment, like and subscribe because that would mean a lot to me. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you next week with another new video. Bye guys!